waiting for the Pokemon Presents. The thing is, I didn't give an opinion on the release of Fire Red and Leaf Green because I want to wait until like after the Direct before I talk about it. Like, I want to wait until this Direct, like, just in case there's like more information, not because like before, like, oh, there was just an announcement of like, oh yeah, here comes like Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm like, but like, okay, but is there like more like information? Like, is there gonna be more to the releases? Like, I don't know if there's like added content to Fire Red and Leaf Green, so I'm waiting until like this Direct before I actually talk about it. And the thing is, if they announce Gen 10, chances are I'm probably not going to get it because I said it myself. I'm not going to buy Switch 2. I was actually disappointed that Pokopia is released only for the Switch 2. Not only that, but it's like a game key card, which is one of the major things of why I didn't want to get Switch 2. I wonder what happens if I reload. Oh, there we go.
I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience, Pokemon XP in San Francisco. The 2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 people from all over the world.
I didn't want the chat on.
Competitors in the video
I'm gonna get rid of that chat.
Will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions.
Oh yes, Pokemon Champions.
Battle in the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite. Each of the final matches of these games will be held at the Chase Center.
I'm assuming Pokemon Champions is like Pokemon Stadium, and we could use our own Pokemon.
Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience where trainers around the world can come together in celebrating their fandom. As we celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite all of you to the inaugural Pokemon XP event. Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading, cosplay showcases, unique panels, hands-on workshops, exciting partner collaborations, and of course, visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To celebrate this new experience, today we're giving you a first look at a truly special piece of art illustrating Pokemon XP alongside the highly anticipated World Championships.
San Francisco?
Joining us in person in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you this August.
I hope they cleaned up the streets. Pebbles. Pebbles.
A huge
Come here, Pebbles.
Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return. And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
Oh, hello, Pebbles. Want to join me? Hey, sweetie.
Here.
Let your curiosity shine! Like a twinkling star!
Oh. Be careful, Sweetie.
Masters EX.
You almost fell off my lap. Oh, this is the, cafe game. Just stay on my lap. No, 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 don't get in the laptop. Oh, Pokemon Sleep. Oh, is that Mew? We don't have Mew on Pokemon Sleep yet. So it looks like Mew's coming to Pokemon Sleep. I know there are some people in the chat like, who's still playing Pokemon Sleep? Like, who's still using it as a sleep aid? Oh, tonight? Oh, looks like they're gonna have Latios and Latias soon. Like, down the line.
Celebrate Pokemon Day. Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno will be joining the fray. The magnificent power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into battle. You can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are scheduled to be added. Don't miss what's coming.
I get the feeling I might have to pause the direct anyway. I had to pause the direct because my cat wanted me to watch her eat. My previous cat did that too. It's like, I don't need to follow you and watch you eat. Just eat. Jesus, it's like you need my permission to eat. I swear it's a cat thing. Yeah, I'm not buying the Nintendo Switch Online. Although, the GameCube games are only on the Switch too. Because God forbid they release this as a digital release that you could just purchase off the game, like the Nintendo eShop. I didn't have a GameCube when I was younger. And even if I do get a Switch 2, I'm not gonna buy Nintendo Switch online. Hey, you want to buy an online service for $50 a year to rent games and not actually own them? That's stupid. I'd rather purchase it from the eShop and then download it onto my system.
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokémon Company. I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokémon Fire Red version and Pokémon Leaf Green version games
Okay.
on Nintendo Switch. The Pokémon Fire Red and Pokémon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokémon Red and Pokémon Green games in Japan, were released on Game Boy Advance in 2004. Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download-exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2.
Is there extra content?
We also plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home in the future.
Good. That's good.
This way, you can bring Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon RPG series titles on adventures with you. Or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions.
Okay, I'm gonna pause right here. Okay, so here's the thing. When I did my Let's Play of Pokemon Red and Crystal on my channel, yes, I did play on an emulator, because I know there are people like, oh, why should I spend $20 on this game when I could just emulate it? Like, well, here's the thing. You can't transfer Pokemon to Pokemon Home. So here's the thing. When I did my Let's Play of Red and Crystal, not only did I play them on an emulator, but I also played the exact same teams on the 3DS, like on the virtual, on the virtual console, like on the 3DS. And I transferred those teams from Red and Crystal on the 3DS over to Pokemon Home, and they're right now currently in Pokemon Home. So, like, if there's someone like, hey, I want to battle you with your Pokemon Red team or your Pokemon Crystal team that you use in the Let's Play, I was like, okay, sure, they're right over in Pokemon Home, and I could just use them in battle in Pokemon Champions. And the thing is, like, I'm thinking about doing a Let's Play of, like, a Fire Red. Yes, I will emulate it, but I also want to make the exact same team on an actual copy, because I do have a physical copy of Pokemon Fire Red, and my plan was like, oh, I'll just transfer them from Fire Red on the Game Boy Advance over to the Nintendo DS and the Gen 4 game, then over to a Gen 5 game, then over to Pokemon Bank, then to Pokemon Home, and it seems like a pretty long path. But by releasing it on the Switch and Switch 2 via eShop, I was like, that just makes the path so much shorter. I could just transfer it from Fire Red just to Pokemon Home, just like that. And there's still the team in Sapphire, in my Pokemon Sapphire version. That's like the exact same as my Emerald team.
We hope you look forward to it.
In fact, while we're still on the topic of Fire Red and Leaf Green, before it was actually properly announced, it was rumored to be like $30. Like, I know there are some people who just didn't want to spend $30. I didn't want to spend $30 on each copy of the game. I'm like, if it's $30 for both, sure. But like, I could do 20 each, and people were like, "Oh, that's too much for a Game Boy Advance game. Like, they cost like $5 to $7 on the Wii U." And it was like, even the Gens 1 and 2 released on the 3DS for $10, while other Game Boy Color games were $5. I'm like, have you actually played other Game Boy and Game Boy Color games? They're not that grim. Like, in my honest opinion, I think the Pokemon games, especially during the first few generations, were like the best RPGs of their systems. Especially like generations 1 and 2. Like, I believe like Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, like, they're like the best RPGs on the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. And I think they were worth the $10 on the eShop. And it's like, and if I think the first two generations are worth $10 on the Game Boy, then I see no problem paying $20 for Fire Red and Leaf Green, especially when it was rumored to be $30.
Next, we have some news about Pokemon Champions.
Of all those years, people are asking for a stadium game. This is it. I'm assuming it's like a stadium game. Oh, I didn't expect the boy to win. I expected the girl to win.
Next up is news about the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game.
You can make it actually worth $30, like, because I didn't spend $30 on DLC.
This video.
It's like, yeah, you got legendaries Pokemon and like, it's the same map. But I was like, come on, give me something that's really worth $30. I get the feeling that this whole thing is like, oh, we get the feeling that a lot of people didn't pay for the DLC, and we thought you were not aware of it. So we're showing you this trailer just in case. You didn't show anything new. It's like you just want to make people be aware of the DLC. It's like, we are aware of the DLC. It's just that, what is it that's worth, $30?
Mega Garchomp Z.
The only thing I know about is like it's the same map, just slightly different.
This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes. After claiming this gift, you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega Garchomp Z. You can obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace. Next up, we have some news about Pokemon Pokopia.
Okay, back to the Mega Dimension. It's like all the only thing I know is like it's the exact same map, just slightly altered with some new Pokemon, and like there are legends. Like there are some legendary Pokemon. I was like, okay, but what is it about $30? Like, if it costs like $10, maybe $15, like sure, but it wasn't worth $30. Like you look at it like compared to like Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Sword and Shield had like 2 new locations. Scarlet and Violet had 2 new locations. And as well as extra story content. I'm like, but what does this game have that's worth $30? What does the DLC Mega Dimensions have that's worth $30? I mean, it's like, it's the same map, just slightly different. Not 2 new areas. And a little bit of extra story content, but it's like, I don't know, it's not $30 worth to me. If they drop it to like $10, $15, like, okay, let's do it. I've said this when I played Dragon Quest Builders 2. It's like, oh, a Dragon Quest game that's like a crafting and building game. I wish Pokemon was like this. And then Pokopia was announced. I've learned that this was made by the same people that made Dragon Quest Builders. But it's on the Switch 2, not on the Switch 1. Even though it looks actually worse compared to Dragon Quest Builders. Like, Dragon Quest Builders 2 looks much nicer. And that's on the Switch 1.
Is that curious looking
Also,
Rotom?
why is this game a game keycard?
By the music and hop inside. It's really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
If this game looks worse than Dragon Quest Builders 2, and it's on the Switch 2, where, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is on the Switch 1.
It can help liven up the town with
Why can't this game be on Switch 1? Also, why does this have to have game keycard?
Are grooving to the beat too. listen to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks.
And it's the exact same team.
You to the world of Pokemon Pokopia. Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town. It seems like Ditto is working alongside other Pokemon to develop the town. Wow, they're sure fired up. Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too. But how do you cook?
You put it in pot.
Huh? That silhouette.
Sorry, what?
Appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente. Chef Dente can teach you how to cook all sorts of dishes. Each Pokemon has different foods they prepare.
I don't know why, but I expected them to give it like a different name.
Will even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town. Try bringing Pokemon you've befriended on an outing. In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns. You can play with up to 3 other people. First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are. There's someone here, too. But where's the last one? Whoa! You can transform into objects, too! That was a fun game of hide and seek.
That'd be funny if someone's not familiar with their island. Like, hey, I don't remember this tree being here.
This big.
And I created this island.
Together, you can develop a town. Or go on far-off adventures. New encounters may await you as well. Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger. Developing a town, one step at a time. Pokémon Pokopia. Available on March 5th.
Pokémon Pokopia releases next week on Thursday, March 5th. We hope you enjoy working with Pokémon to develop a town from the ground up. Today, we covered all of the information you see here. We'd like to end our presentation today with one final video for you all. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, this is probably the announcement of Gen 10. That's probably going to be exclusive to just Switch 2. Oh! Is this the Let's Go Johto game? No, what? Oh no, maybe they're just showing off other regions. Okay, they're just showing Pokemon over the years. So this is the announcement of Gen 10. Because that's Sword and Shield and then Scarlet and Violet. Uh, what? No, there's Pikachu and clothes. First of all, there's gonna be Rule 34 of that one Pikachu. I just know it. You're just asking for it. Oh, no way! Ladybug and Lady End are back! No one gives a flying fuck about Ladybug and Lady End. They're awful. Oh, did you see that water screenshot? Like, actually it looks like nice water shot. Oh, so these are the starters right here. We got a gecko, floofy dog, and bird. Brat, Pomban, and Graqua. Just say it's the Switch 2 exclusive. People were saying wind and waves. Oh, winds? And then waves. I guess that'll look. Oh, yeah, there it is, right there in the corner. Switch 2. Who wants the best freaking game key card? Who wants a freaking bet? Because Nintendo's freaking terrible. That's what. It's gonna be game key card, I swear. It's gonna be game key card. Okay, like, I kind of stopped recording immediately after the Direct. And there were still some things I want to talk about Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Because here's the thing, when Pokemon Crystal came out on the 3DS eShop, they added the extra, like, Celebi DLC to it. Like, well, it's not exactly DLC, but, like, Celebi was like a downloadable event that was exclusive to Japan back on the Game Boy Color, and it never came to the US. And they added the Celebi content to the Pokemon Crystal on the eShop version. So one thing I was hoping from watching this Direct is, are they going to add the extra content in Fire Red and Leaf Green that was like kind of like downloadable content? Because there was like an extra cave that you can only access if you like connected to the GameCube or something. There was also like a Deoxys event that was like downloadable. Like that was like something I was hoping for the Pokemon Direct, and they didn't mention anything like that. The only thing we know is like, okay, Fire Red and Leaf Green are on the Nintendo eShop, and that's all I know. But you know, other than that, I am still willing to buy Fire Red and Leaf Green. As of right now, like, I'm still not getting a Switch 2, not even for Winds and Waves. I mean, if Pokopia is a game that has a freaking game key card, and you have to download the game onto the card, well, no, it doesn't download onto the card, it downloads onto the system, because the game cartridge acts like a freaking key to download it onto the system. Because you can't put the game's not on a freaking cartridge. And it's like, that's my biggest complaint when it comes to the freaking Switch 2, is that it's a whole game key card thing. And it's actually one of the biggest complaints when it comes to the Switch 2. Because from what I know, the Switch 2 didn't sell as well as the Switch 1 because of that exactly the same reason. Like, hey, do something about this game key card thing. Get rid of it. It's a stupid idea. It was like, from what I know, like Nintendo did because they wanted to save money, because like it's mostly like third-party companies. They're like, oh, we don't want to spend like extra money putting games onto a cartridge. It's like, okay, but why does like it's like the game cartridges are like bigger compared to Switch 1. It has more space. You could get an SD card that has like 1 terabyte. You can't get a 1 terabyte Switch card. And there's like, well, do you know how much it costs for like 1 terabyte? Or not just 1 terabyte, like heck, even like actually, yeah, 1 terabyte was like, how much did it cost? Like almost $100 on the Switch 2? For like, just to like, if you want to add more space. So like, that's why it's like, it costs a lot of money. But it's like, that was like one of the major reasons why I didn't want to get Switch 2. It's because of the whole game keycard thing. I'm like, if Pokopia is on the game, it has to have like a game keycard code to like download the game on the system. Like, what's the whole point of buying a game physically? And hey, if you don't, it's like, it makes the physical game kind of worthless. Because hey, you own nothing and you will be happy. Like, you can't actually physically own your games. It's like, you have to do it digitally. And I say to myself, I will not spend over $20 for a digital game. Yes, I am going to buy Fire Red and Leaf Green because they're like $20, but I wasn't going to spend over $20 for a digital game. And I get the feeling it's the exact same thing. Like with Winds of the Wave, like I'm calling it right now. They're going to be game key card. You're not going to. It's like the box you're going to buy is going to be completely useless, and you're going to spend over $60 for a digital game. So that's all I have to say for right now. If there's anyone watching, like the video, please subscribe and have a nice day. Bye.